Slope of a displacement time graph shows the velocity. Velocity is a vector quantity. It means displacement time graph do not only show the magnitude of motion, but it also shows the direction. By looking into dt graph, you can tell if its speed is increasing or decreasing. Stay with me and learn how to plot and read a displacement time graph in most easy and interactive way. To locate an object means to find its position relative to some reference point. This reference point can be origin of Cartesian coordinates. The positive direction of axis is the direction of increasing numbers, which is towards the right on x-axis and upward on y-axis. The opposite directions are the negative directions. Now let's see a car motion and try to plot that motion on displacement time graph. So here you see a car which is moving from point O to A and it covers 54 km in 1.5 hours. Now we have to represent this car motion on dt graph, which is displacement time graph. Here car moves in positive x direction, and this movement or this displacement of car we are going to present on y-axis in displacement time graph, and the time consumed is on x direction. The displacement of car is 54 km, so we have to find out the 54 km on y-axis, which is a plus direction, right? So plus 54 km, and draw a horizontal line, and the time is 1.5 hour. So we have to find out the 1.5 hour point on x-axis and draw a vertical line. And the intersection point of these two lines will give you point A. The line joining O to A will give you the displacement time graph for this motion. The slope of a displacement time graph gives you the velocity. Slope of a line is nothing but rise upon run. What is rise? Rise basically how much displacement you have done in your positive x direction. So on this graph it will be positive y direction. So here rise is plus 54 km. And what about run? Run is on x-axis, which is related to your time. You have covered 1.5 hours. So run is your 1.5 hours. As you covered the distance of 54 km in 1.5 hour. So slope of this line is your plus 54 divided by 1.5, and this become your plus 36 km per hour. So here slope of line is positive. If you see the graph line is slant upward to the right. A line which slant upward to the right makes an angle less than 90 with positive x direction. So we can say if displacement time graph is a straight line slanting upward right or have an angle less than 90 with positive x direction, it represents a positive velocity. So in this case, my car is moving with 36 km per hour speed or magnitude of velocity and positive direction of x-axis. Okay. Now let's see this car further moves. Actually it reached to point A and it took the U-turn, and now it's moving back towards its original point from where it started. Okay, it moved 36 km in minus x direction in 1 hour. Now let's see how you represent the same motion on displacement time graph. So here it started from plus 54 km, right, and it reached to here. If you minus 36 km from 54, it become 18 km. So my final position of car, which is at B, is basically a 18 kilometer away from my starting point O in positive x direction. So still my car displacement is plus 18 kilometer. So what we have to do, we have to start plus 54 kilometer on y-axis here, okay, and come to 18 kilometer on y-axis. So again we have to take a point at 54, which is point A basically, and then draw a horizontal line at 18 kilometer displacement. And then because this is a 1 hour, so we have to add 1 hour here. 1.5 plus 1 means 2.5 here. So draw a vertical line at 2.5. You will get a intersection point B. Draw a displacement time graph AB for this car motion. Okay, here the slope of the line. Okay, how you find the slope of line? As we told, slope of a line is basically rise upon run. Here in this case the rise is in negative y direction. So here rise is minus 36 kilometer. Okay. What about run? Run is basically 1 hour, right? It took 1 hour to cover the distance. So slope of my graph AB is minus 36 divided by 1, which is 36 kilometer per hour, minus 36 kilometer per hour, right? So here negative, the slope of line is negative. What does that mean? If you see the graph, the AB line is basically slant downward to the right. If the line slant downward to the right, it means it makes an angle greater than 90 degree with positive x direction. So this angle is greater than 90 degree, right? So we can say if DT graph is a straight line slanting downward to the right or have an angle greater than 90 with positive x direction, it represents negative velocity. That means object is moving in negative x direction. Now let's check further motion of this car. Okay. Now this car will move from point B to point C here. At point B, my displacement is plus 18 from my original point. At C, it's minus 54 kilometer. As point C is on left side of reference point O in minus x direction. Car travels total 72 kilometer from B to C. 18 kilometer is this part, okay, and the 54 kilometer is this part. Okay, this is 18. So total 72 kilometer in minus x direction. Let's see how we can represent this in displacement time graph. So it is started from point B, right, which is at 18 kilometer plus 18, and it will go to the minus 54 kilometer. So to get the another point of this graph, I had to draw a horizontal at minus 54 kilometer. And then because this is covered in 2 hours, I have to add 2 hours from 2.4 to 4.5, right? So there is a vertical line from 4.5. Intersection point C. So line joining B and C will give you the displacement time graph for this motion. Okay. Now the slope of this line or slope of this BC travel is again given by rise upon run. Here rise is minus 72 km. Minus because it's a negative direction and distance covered is 72 km. And run is 2 hours on x-axis. So the slope of this line is basically minus 72 by 2, which is minus 36 km per hour. Here line graph BC slanting downward to the right and making an angle with positive x direction greater than 90. It means velocity is negative. The car is moving in negative x direction. Okay. Let's see the last part of the motion of this car. Car is turned back, or it took the U-turn at point C and it moved to point O with very high speed. This time the 54 kilometer is covered only in 0.5 hours. So here the displacement when it started was minus 54 here, minus 54 kilometer, and it reached to 0 kilometer because it reached back to its starting point. So let's see in the dt graph. So we have to start with the minus 54 and reach to 0 displacement in 0.5 hours. So if I add 4.5 to 0.5, so it will be 5 hours total of this journey. So graph will be like this. If I want to check the slope of this graph, I had to find out the rise, which is here 54 kilometer in positive direction, right? Because this time the car was moving in positive direction, and rise is also positive here because it's moving from minus 54 to 0, right? So minus 54 to 0 means 0 minus 54. So your rise is plus 54. Okay, this is your rise. The final position minus my initial position. So this will be your rise. Okay, and it took only 0.5 hours. So that means my slope is 54 divided by 0.5. It's 108 kilometer per hour. The angle which is made by this motion is again less than 90 degree, which shows the positive direction motion. Now I am presenting here few displacement time graph, and you have to see if you can figure out the direction of object motion. Let's see it. This is a graph 1, graph 2, graph 3 and graph 4. So graph 1, if you see the direction here, or you can check the angle made by this motion with the positive x direction is less than 90 degree. That means is a positive direction motion. Or in other words, the line slant upward to the right means it's positive. In the second case, if you see the angle again is a less than 90 degree angle, or if you say the line slant upward to the right, it's again a positive direction motion. In the third case, the angle made by positive x direction is greater than 90 degree here. So that means motion is in negative direction. And the same case in fourth case. Okay. Now let's see few displacement time graphs with variable speed. In these graphs, in addition to direction of motion, we have to find out if speed is increasing or decreasing. Here are 4 displacement time graphs with variable speed. So here case 1. In this case, we see initially displacement is increasing with very slow rate, and later on the displacement increasing at faster rate. It means the speed or velocity is increasing. The direction of velocity is positive x direction, as the angle made by the direction with positive x-axis is less than 90 degree. So it means the motion is positive x direction and increasing. Case number 2, here initially if you see the displacement increasing as per faster rate, okay, and after that it starts slowing down and finally stopped. So this is a case of decreasing speed. Now the direction of motion is again here in positive x direction, is a positive x direction. Case number 3 here, the direction of motion is minus x direction or negative direction, as the angle made by this direction with positive x is greater than 90 degree. Right? In this case, initially the speed is less. As you can see, the displacement, the rate of change of displacement with respect to time is less, and it increases as time passes. So here this is a minus s, the x direction motion, and the speed is increasing. In the fourth case, if you see initially the rate of change of displacement with respect to time is very high, so speed is more, but over a time the displacement, the change in displacement with respect to time reduces and speed is decreasing, and finally it is stopped, right? Because this is nearly horizontal, there is no change in displacement with time. So this particular graph shows you the decreasing speed, okay, in minus x direction. Now let's check first 2 motions and combine them together. So if I combine them together, I see this type of graph. This graph shows that the speed initially increasing and increasing and then start decreasing, and finally the object come to rest. The direction is positive x direction. Another two cases, if we combine them together, we'll get this type of graph. This graph again, it's a direction of motion is minus x direction, right? And if I want to describe this motion, the motion is basically initially the speed is increasing and then decreasing. Okay. So by looking into displacement time graphs, you can tell what is the direction of motion, and as well as you can say that if a speed is increasing or decreasing, or it is constant, or object at the rest. All these information you can find out from displacement time graph. In this dt graph, you see a horizontal line. Horizontal line, I know you know that displacement is not changing with time. That means object is at rest. Similarly, if I give you this graph with negative displacement, means object or car is at some negative distance from my original point or my reference point, and it's not moving anywhere, it's staying there. What about this graph? Okay, and this graph? Do you know what is the difference here? Can you say the same thing here? Think about it. Okay, you cannot, these two graphs are not correct. Why? Because here x-axis is a time representing, right? The x-axis is presenting time here. And this graph showing you the negative direction for time. Time cannot go negative, or time cannot go back. It cannot reduce, it always increases, right? So the time which they are representing here in negative direction is wrong. Okay, so this graph is not correct. Similarly, this graph is also not correct. Remember, time cannot go negative or time cannot decrease. If you see in our all examples which we talked about, our time always increasing, right? The displacement can increase, decrease, or become zero, but time cannot. Okay, so take care of it, and that's all I have. Now it is a time for conceptual questions. 3 conceptual questions are here, and these questions are based on the graph shown here. This graph is displacement time graph for some specific motion. Check out if you can give answers to these questions. Write down your comments in comment box. If you want to check or see the answers for these questions, you can check our description box. I hope you would have enjoyed this session. If you think you have learned something new today, then please click like button and subscribe us for similar type of videos. In our next video, we'll talk about acceleration for a straight line motion. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.